So as we come back into loving these bodies, that it's important that we begin to tune into the greatest wealth that we have, which is our radiant health. For truly, when we go beyond 2012, it will be about our cultivation with the Aina, or the sacred land here in Hawaii. This land, this energy here of paradise, as I emanate to you, is truly living in 2012. It's living in this golden frequency in which, when we plant our seeds of awareness and our seeds of awareness into the land, that we form a coexisting, co-creative energy field with the sacred land. I invite you to go out to your sacred land and to tune in to the living life force that is constantly bringing frequencies, generating creation into form. So as we move into our greatest wealth and move into what it means to live in radiant health embodiment, that is part of our self-mastery. As we purify, cleanse, detox our bodies, we can move into a greater alignment with Source and feel our connection on the subtle bodies away from the electrical, technocratic world and come in to the greater innate intelligence, which is here, sitting on the ground, on the earth, connecting into all that is green and good on this planet. Beginning to create a circadian, circular rhythm, which helps us to come back to the sacred land and to cultivate a field of protection and a space of love. And I bring this into form right now as we tune in to being here on Kauai, on the island, this Emerald Island, which is the sacred origin of Mu, the last living island of what originally was Mu. It is the oldest island of the entire Hawaii chain, that it brings us back into the understanding of the consciousness of the goddess and the creatrix, and coming back into what it means to cultivate, whether you're a man or a woman, this magnetic field. This magnetic field where, as we move away and gently move across that bridge of the technocratic technology, we begin to move into the connection with the Aina and understand how everything that we need can come from Mother Earth. Everything that we pulse out to the entire cosmos has already been connected through the frequency of 2012 on this sacred land. And we generate this lineage of light and pass it on from generation to generation to generation. So here at this beautiful sanctuary in which we do our workshops, retreats, symposiums, trainings, this is where we assist beloved beings to come back into understanding, remembering who they really are on this sacred Mu origin. This connection point between the great Mu, Lemurian, Egyptian, and Tibetan ways. The soul lineage pathways that have created many of us who are listening to this cast, who are remembering who we truly are, beyond the storefront and the security of our careers, of what we're doing in our lives, that we have a golden opportunity and an authentic responsibility to be accountable for our actions and to come back all the way into the physical body and to become sustainable and to choose the path of regeneration and co-creation, to be in a spiritually thriving community, to be in a spiritually thriving community, for truly that is what this 2012 New Earth Code is all about. Is about bringing forth the resonant community who attune ourselves into that state of self-mastery and are longing to connect with all other beings who are also living that way. To begin to bring universal education to our families, our children. And this is what's going to be happening all across the planet, and it already is beginning so. So when you feel the call to either come and receive the transference of consciousness with us that are holding the frequency of divine joy here on this sacred lands, holding the balance between the technocratic world and the sacred Aina, we move truly into the healing and the transformation of our own masculine and feminine coming into balance. And once we can unfold that through the 13 Code Self-Mastery Blueprint, we can start to build a languaging for multidimensional culture. To go beyond 2012 is to create a resonant field, consistent vibrations and frequencies emanating multidimensional culture. So if we bring together integral synthesis, which is what I'm offering with the 13 Code Self-Mastery Blueprint trainings, I invite you to tune in to divinejoy.org. Tune in to the call. Tune in to the next step that we have inside of our hearts, our souls, our minds, our spirits, and who we are as vast creators of the greater universal game, living into form, that we have an opportunity to come together and re-script our destinies and go not just beyond 2012, but spiritually thrive in the new earth. Spiritually thrive in the new earth destiny. So, a question has arisen. What is the importance of good nutrition? Well, beloved family, truly, to feel our joys and to feel our bliss and to feel these higher emotions, we have to come into balance. We have to come into balance with our physical vessel. And so the importance that I would glean, the vast importance of our physical vessels, is so intricately tied in to our ability to sit in longer states of still point and meditation, and to practice all the beautiful ways in which we can alleviate stress, alleviate strain. And so without good nutrition, we began to toxify the body without understanding how to really embody a practice of cultivating spiritual, physical, somatic intelligence within the body. We do not radiate great wealth. We do not radiate health, which in its essence is to heal, to be in constant regeneration of healing our bodies. And so nutrition really begins with detoxing, cleansing, and purifying the body with different herbs, going on different fasts. And then from there, we begin to release different aspects within the more solidified, denser sheaths. And those sheaths are related to our sexual bodies, which are connected to our emotional bodies. And then our spirit bodies, which are connected to our psychic bodies. And then our mental bodies, which are then connected to our emotional bodies. So we have all these bodies and sheaths, which really at full circle, as much as the work that we can do out of body, we have to come back into body. We have to come back into these living temples, which Lord Sanananda Yeshua ben Joseph talked about, which Buddha talked about, with being a vegetarian, with understanding how we can move through the frequencies and bring forth greens and live superfoods and consciousness into the nutritional aspect of cultivating this into our own sacred gardens on the land, as well as understanding how we can detox and cleanse